Deep drop, look out from behind, throws down the sideline, it's caught. 6 plays, 66 yards in 68 seconds.
Can you believe we have just 3 more playoff games until the end of the season, unless you're the type of person that just wants to watch the Pro Bowl, which nobody wants to watch a bunch of people play flag football, unless you're into that kind of thing. But I am your guide, your host, Trenton Hill, and this just might be HillTimeSports. Let's go! First, before we begin the weekly recap, we gotta go over those dumpster fire awards. The not-so-great moments of the week, brought to you by none other than Zalax. If you have taken Zalax, go consult your doctor because it could be hazardous to your health. But starting with the Cincinnati Bengals Award, it goes to my beloved Philadelphia Eagles, who allowed Demarcus Robinson to get a 58-yard gain. He was bobbing and weaving and missing tackles everywhere were the Philadelphia Eagles. It was not the night for Quinyon Mitchell and the other 5 defenders who were trying to tackle old Robinson down. As for our Dr. JJ and Mr. 9 award, it goes to the Kevin Patullo-led offense, who looked pretty decent in the first half, scoring a few touchdowns, and then all of a sudden in the second half, they disappeared, completely shutting down and forgetting that they were in the wildcard round and trying to make it to the divisional round to defend their Super Bowl crown, and they're out now. The Old Man River Award, yeah, we could give it to Matthew Stafford at his 3 touchdowns to 1 interception ratio, but how about we give it to a man nobody thought could kick a 50-yard field goal, Matt the Leg Prater, who kicked that ball straight through the uprights in a very exciting game. I couldn't think of a freaking word to say, but yes, a very exciting game between the Bills and the Jags. The Stonehand Awards, it goes to none other than A.J. Brown, who dropped some crucial passes that could have swung the momentum into the favor of the Philadelphia Eagles. Will he be an Eagle next season? Let me know in the comments. I think he will, but our unluckiest player, Brandon McManus, will probably not be a Green Bay Packer next year, leaving 4 points off the board. And our Bonehead play of the week goes to Mr. Coach LaFleur for not forcing the Chicago Bears to use their final timeout, which proved disastrous not only for their playoff wildcard win chances, but also his job security. And these have been the Dumpster Fire Awards, brought to you by the medication called Zalax. I do not approve of you taking Zalax. Please consult your doctor if you have. But on Saturday afternoon, the Carolina Panthers, the Los Angeles Rams played in what was a true David and Goliath matchup. Puka Nacua, he was all over the place. Larger than life. Larger than Goliath, some say. 2 touchdowns. 125 yards. All Rams. Then in the first quarter, Bryce Young, no answers. Throws a costly interception to Kobe Durant. Then the Panthers start waking up in the second quarter. Make it a 14-17 ball game before halftime. 5 minutes to go. Isaiah Simmons blocks a punt. Bryce Young in the red zone. Put it on the board. Jalen, the Joker, Coker with the touchdown. But Stafford was not to be denied. Parkinson, end zone. Put it on the board. Final play, Bryce Young drops back. Fires the pass to Jimmy Horn Jr., but it's dropped 34-31. The Los Angeles Rams were moving on to the divisional round, and nobody really thought that the Panthers were going to win, but I didn't expect them to get that close to winning the game. Stafford, 304 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. He's still got it at the ripe old age of 37 years old. Bryce Young, 264 yards and a touchdown. Panthers go home, Rams move on. You've heard of Thriller in the Manila. You've heard of his airness from the free throw line, but how about Caleb and the divine intervention that was going on in Soldier Field, the Williams Express on display in the third and fourth quarter. All Packers early on. Love to Dr. Watson in the flat, galloping, touchdown. Love magic was in the air, 3 touchdowns, wheeling, dealing in the first half. Watson on the flying trapeze, fumbles. But wherefore art thou, Dobbs, was there in the end zone to give the ball to the Packers at the 1-yard line, where they would go up 21-3 at halftime. The Bears had nothing to give, and the Soldier Field faithful were wishing they were somewhere else, but they found life later on in the game. Early on in the game, Caleb Williams threw an arm punt to Carrington, the Valentine. But in the second half, Williams, the Loveland connection. But though his name calls from the land, he was soaring high. 8 receptions, 137 yards, clock ticking. Ticking. Come back, Captain, come back to DJ Moore, sideline, end zone. 6 points, Loveland for 2. McManus, a rough day. Missed an extra point, missed a field goal. The Packers gave up 25 points in the second half. Love, a chance to win the ball game, a chance to be the hero. Throws the ball into the end zone, and it's nearly picked off. Bears fight off their division opponent in the rubber match. Love, nearly perfect. 4 touchdowns, but ran out of time. Caleb Williams, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but ice in his veins. Bears, Rams, next week, the atmosphere in Soldier Field is going to be electric. But now we move on. Sunday morning coming down like the Johnny Cash song on the West Coast. But southeast in the state of Florida, 2 gunslingers, a chance at some playoff victory. Allen, beaten, battered, bruised, but the Central Valley hero is in his element in the playoff time. The Jags running all over the Bills defense early on, but it was BTJ with that early touchdown to give them a lead. 7-3. Parker Washington, the story of the Jags season, 6-yard grab, put it on the board. Back and forth. But Josh, the fireball Allen, Kincaid take the lead 20-17 after a touchdown. The tide shift again. ETN scores 24-20 when hope was lost. Josh Allen from the 1-yard line keeps it, scores, and on the final play of the game, it was Trevor Lawrence. And a good day for us Catholics, because Bishop intercepts the ball, and Josh Allen ties up the strong man that is the Jags and plunders Highmark Stadium to get his first road playoff win in his career. Allen, 273 yards and 3 total touchdowns, showing poise. Lawrence looked human. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but a star was born in the ashes like a phoenix. Parker Washington, 107 yards and a touchdown. But the Eagles, on Sunday afternoon, the Eagles, which I already recapped, against the 49ers, they lose in a heartbreak. Big changes coming for them? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, and I'll leave a link in the description so you can watch that video. But finally, on Sunday night, cue that Darth Vader music, because the Empire is back in the form of the New England Patriots. All defense early on. Drake, the Mallard May, looking for Austin Hooper, batted at the line, picked off by Deion Henley of the Chargers. Later on, May would finally find the end zone. That's Hunter Henry. Both sides were trying to give the ball away, but at the end of the day, Herbert, fumble, recovered by the defense, and the ball game 16-3. New England Patriots move on, and they will play. But the Patriots move on, and they will play next week in the divisional round. Monday night, Steelers up, Texans 3-0. Geddy Lee, Column, and the boys. A big man interception by Sawyer on a flea flicker that didn't work. It was a defensive battle early on, but in the second quarter, Stroud, Christian Kirk, the score on the board. 7-6 ball game at halftime. Near the goal line, third quarter, Stroud throws an errant pass. Pick, Brandon Eccles. Rodgers fumbles. Nico Collins' head hits the floor. He's out. It's an ugly game. Rodgers later in the game, though, fumbles, and it's a rumbling, stumbling, bumbling Sheldon, the Tankin, Rankins that picks it up for the big man score. The game all but over. Rodgers a pick six, 31-6. The final score. Rodgers, his last game, 0 touchdowns, 146 yards, an interception. The defense of the Texans harassed the Steelers all night long. Domination, 175 total yards allowed. Patriots, Texans, next week. But if you like this and what I'm doing, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button. We are 4 subscribers away from the big 200, and I would like to make that before the end of the football season. I'll see you in the next video. Stay blessed. Adios. C'est la vie. Boom.